What's going on, guys? It's David here with Sheepdog Services here in beautiful South Mississippi. Today I'm going to be doing some maintenance on the Husqvarna M-ZT 52 that I own. I do have the Kohler Confidant with the 23 horsepower motor. I got to change the oil and the oil filter in it today, and I need to change the blades out. One of the subscribers actually asked me to video it. It's a very simple process, but if you ain't never done it before, I can understand how some people may not know how, or be kind of intimidated if they ain't never done anything like this. I'm no expert, I'm no mechanic or anything like that, but I am capable of changing the oil and spark plugs whenever it comes time. I'll show you where the spark plugs are, but it's not time for mine to be changed. I think right now my mower is, well, I'll say, let me it's at 96.4 hours, so that's where I'm changing it at. Yeah, I believe the paper or the book says to change every 50 hours, so it's right at time to change it. So let's get to work. All right, I'm gonna set y'all up, and I'm gonna show you what all you need. Well, real quick, I got my drip pan down here. I wish the back, there we go. The drip pan's right there. I got my kit right there. I normally like to use Kohler oil for the Kohler engine, but I couldn't find any this time. Right here, y'all can see that. That's one of your spark plugs. Just simply work the plug off, and then you stick the spark plug socket over that and then screw it out. But right now they don't need to be changed, it's running fine. Of course, you got your air filter, which I got to clean it up. I haven't cleaned it since the last time I used it. I got the pre-screen on it, and you see it's got a lot of dirt on it. Now you can take that off and run it with just that, but it doesn't hurt just to add that to it. I know if any of y'all saw that one video, I was kidding about taking the air filter off. Don't do that. That's just asking for trouble. So that being said, you're gonna need I believe it's a 18 millimeter. Yeah, 18 millimeter ratchet. I like to use a ratchet. Of course, my ratchets are I got the ratchet ends. I'm sorry, it's, yeah, a wrench, a socket wrench, a ratchet wrench. There we go. Sorry, can't talk today. Anyway, let me put y'all up right here. All right, if y'all will look right here, that's all you got to do to get the oil to drain out. And you see it twist whenever you try to turn it. It's just that bottom, or that one little piece that needs to go. That needs to turn. Sorry. All right, I got it loosened up, but right here you just twist this back part right there, and once it starts coming out, well, let me do this so that there's some. It should start flowing, which I think it is. It's flowing now. Alright guys, I got it done drip drying, or dripping all the oil out. Once you get your oil filter, I like to take a little bit of the old oil. It's not terrible, but I always cover the ring with it. That just helps, it keeps it from the ring from sticking once it goes back on. Alright, all you do is, well, y'all can't see if I leave y'all over there, but it's hard to show it because I can't even see it myself. But you just feel for the male end of it, I guess, and then you just start screwing it back on as soon as you get it where it needs to. There we go. Alright guys, so I had a little difficulty getting it on there at first, but I got it back on there. As soon as that rubber gasket, once it meets, you want to turn it another 3/4 to a full turn to make sure it's good and tight on there. You don't want to over tighten it, because then you can mess up that gasket. And then you put your oil plug back in, tighten it back up. Do it by hand at first. Let's see if I can prop y'all up right there. And then I grab that right there. I kind of hold the hose and make sure it doesn't turn the hose. And then give it a couple little cranks on there to make sure everything's good and tight. And then all you got to do then is just take that out and then fill up your oil. Let me go grab a funnel and we'll be back, and I'll show you all that. I mean, it's not much to it. I'm gonna hide the name brand in this. I'm kind of embarrassed. Putting the Kawasaki oil in there. It's the 10W30, but it's still good oil. Just make sure the oil that you're using is made for, and you should have a funnel, but I apparently got gremlins around here. I cannot find my doggone oil filter. There's a little space so I can put it. There we go. Now having a funnel will be a whole lot easier, but like I said, mine's been misplaced. I got gremlins around here. Apparently done took off with it. So just take your time, don't get in no hurry, and you should be just fine. Keep your oil pan up under there, up under your unit if you don't have a funnel. That way if you do drop some, you're not causing any kind of big major spill to get all over your concrete. Which I already have. Whenever I moved the oil pan a while ago, I knocked over the oil filter, which got oil all over my concrete. So that's something I got to deal with. I know it doesn't take just a quart of oil, but I still like to make sure that that's all that's in there. See, it's showing low, and it's 1 quart low, so that's a good sign that I got all the bad oil out, or the old oil out. I don't really consider it bad oil because it's just been used is all. So I guess some people consider that bad oil then, but I'm just rambling while I'm trying to work here. I can't recall if it takes 2 full quarts or 1.5 quarts. So I'm glad I stopped and checked. Oh, I didn't. Alright guys, so now we got all the oil back in it. Got the oil filter tight. We got the oil drain plug down there tightened. Everything's cleared, nothing's in the way of getting harmed or hurt. Let's start it up. this unit does have the low oil indicator, so if you didn't put enough in there and it was going to hurt something, it would let you know. Alright, now that I got it ran a little bit, I like to double check, make sure it's still at right where I need it to be at with the full level. Perfectly right on the full. Guys, when you're checking your oil, also something that some people may not think about, if you grab it and you go like that to look at it, all that oil that's on there could run back down and give you a false reading. If you hold it up, come back down and give you a false reading. So just be mindful of that. I always grab it and check it like that. I took it out there in the sun because it's easier to see the new oil in the sun. All right, so now I'm gonna get to changing the blades. That's not a difficult process at all. All it is just a 5/8 bolt, and you just unscrew them and line up the star pattern. The Huskies have the star pattern. They don't have just a shaft, so that's maybe right there. It's a 5/8 bolt. Best practice is not to try to tighten it up when you're trying to take the bolts off. There you go. And then make sure your fins are facing up. Line up your star. There it is. And then screw it back in. And then just tighten it up. I guess that's gonna be it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out these other two. It's the same exact thing. Just unscrew the bolt, put your other blade on there, make sure your fins are facing up, and you're good to go. All right. If this helps you, please hit that thumbs up. If you like this kind of content, man, go ahead and subscribe, and there's more to come. All right, y'all take it easy.